Hello guys, this is me Paul. Welcome to my channel Good Gaming Ideas. As you can see, I have some goods from Alpha Cool. Would like to review for you. And without any further ado, let's look inside this box. So as you can see, this is the Ace Wazer, and also known as distilled water. And it comes in this nice cardboard box. It's 1 liter of water for your PC cooling. Looks really good. So I will add the link in the description below. It's very interesting. Nice packing solution. Okay, so now is the big part. Yes, the radiators for my PC cooling, and these are the NexXxoS XT45 full copper radiators, 560 by 140 millimeters and 45 millimeters thick, and I have two of those. So as you know, my EK series 280 millimeter was not nearly enough to cool down my i9 9900K, so I decided to go extreme. And for those who are wondering how I'm gonna fit these radiators inside my small Evolve Shift X case, well, probably I'm gonna do somehow I'm gonna mount them separately outside. Probably make some kind of just legs to cool down, because just the case what the quantity that the case can have of radiators is not nearly enough to cool down i9 9900K. So I had to think out of the box, and so I came up with an idea to buy these radiators and try to do some tinkering. So okay, let's look inside. I know there are tons of videos about these radiators online, but we'll do review anyways, because this is the channel about my build, about my PC build. So okay, we have an accessories box, but let's start the review from the radiator. Yes, as you can see, the radiators comes in the box, and the actual radiator is wrapped in a bubble foam. There is an instruction for the radiator. Okay, let's take it out. Okie dokie. Looks really neat. And for those who are wondering why is it wet, well, because I have flushed them with distilled water to remove all the debris from the inside, so they are still wet. And as you can see, I already have put the plugs inside for the ports that I wouldn't be using. So these plugs came with the radiators, 5 in total, and these are full copper plugs painted in black. So on the one front end you can see there are 6 ports, and on the rear end it's 1 extra port. So this feature is really useful. The build quality is good, really good. The paint job is even, nice, without any defects, without the paint itself. It's hard, so it doesn't scratch easily. It has a small logo on the corner. It's a full copper radiators, and they have a penetration protection guard underneath the screw hole, so you wouldn't be able to go through your water channels. I believe these are 12 inch 12 fins per inch radiators. So as you can see through, they are not quite restrictive, so you don't need the fastest and the with most air pressure fans on the market. So that's quite good. So you can run your fans on the lower speeds with lower noise and probably save some money on fans. I'm really happy about these radiators and really keen to see how they're gonna perform in my system. So I just don't want to let them go from my hands. Okay, so just have to look into the accessories. Oops, it's fine. It's very soft there. Okay, let's put the box to the side and let's look inside the accessory box what we have left. So I mentioned before there were 5 blank plugs. Also there are some 5 or 6 millimeter screws painted in black with an Allen key for mounting your radiator to the case. Then there are some M3 by 30 screws, 16 in total, separated in 4 bags, just as you can see. So these screws are for mounting your fans to the radiator, and there are M3 by 35 millimeter screws, 16 in total, come as well in 4 bags. So these are for mounting your fans to the radiator and your radiator to the computer case. So in total we have 32 plus 16, so it's 48 screws, and it's very nice that the manufacturer has provided us with the screws for a fans push and pull configuration. I think it's really neat. It's a great addition. So for those who want to get these radiators for their computer build, I will add the link in the description below. For all of these products, I will add links. And as well, I got some fittings from AlphaCool. As you can see, this one is already empty. I have tested it, tried it. So the main feature of these fittings are their high quality. As you can see, the texture is really even and nice. The brass is really hard and the chromium plater is hard as well, very hard, so they are very resilient to scratching. The O-ring is not the biggest I've ever seen, but it's quite big enough to have a good seal, to make a good seal. So yeah, I'm really happy about these fittings. Had I known before, I would have bought these fittings probably instead of the cheaper ones. So the quality and the color and the texture, the quality is very high as mentioned, and the edges are smoothened, so you wouldn't be able to cut yourself as I did with the cheaper fittings. I cut my fingers multiple times while trying to fasten them. Wasn't the nicest experience. So the texture is really even. It's nice to touch, looks like a lizard skin, really high quality. And the color is good. I like the color. It's not the shiny chromium and it's not the dark chromium, something in between, grayish. Looks really neat. Doesn't stand out too much. So this is the other fitting, so I have done some testing. As you can see, these are the parts from the different manufacturers. So this is the Alpha Cool fitting. It's a little bit thicker than the others. So as you can see, this is much smoother. The edge is not so sharp. Especially these cheap fittings, they have so sharp edges you can easily cut yourself. So be careful while using cheap fittings. Yeah, and they're not so shiny. Yeah, a little darker grayish. These are for big ski. They are really bright, and I don't know, even these are really rough finish fittings. So yeah, the O-ring on these fittings are really good, really big O-rings. That's what I like about them. You can have a really snug fit. Well, with Alpha Cool, the O-ring is not as huge, not as big, but it still seals very well. So just don't worry about the leaks. So guys, that's about it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment what would you like to see in the future. I'm really excited about your comments. So guys, thank you for watching again, and keep watching to see how my build turns out. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Bye.